Let me
Hello,
know and we'll dive right in.
hello, assalamu alaikum. This is me, Noora Swali, and this time my honorable guest is Annie is a wonderful teacher and helpful for every pupil is guidance for Annie is wonderful. So thank you very much, and Annie, you are coming for my show and your patient time is my show is wonderful show. I think my show is very much wonderful. Thank you very much. You're coming in my show. uh, this
Walaikum salam,
yeah.
Nura. I'm truly honored to be on your show. Thank you for the warm welcome. Your excitement is contagious. Let's sprinkle a little gratitude before we dive in. I'm grateful for this bright moment, for your radiant energy, and for the chance to share ideas that lift people up. What's the first question you'd like to explore together? Something
um,
about time management, a mindset shift, or perhaps a quick tip you found magical lately? I'm all ears, Sparkles.
Okay, welcome to everyone. Today we are doing into a powerful topic, the secret to building lasting habit. We all start now habit with good, interesting um, in, internation, intention, but many of us struggle to keep them going. So I will mm, invite uh, call any to share some practical tips. Welcome to Annie.
Sure thing, Nura. Let's dive into a few practical steps you can share on the show for building a lasting habit. Hash one, start tiny, the 2-minute rule. Pick the smallest version of the habit you want. If you want to read daily, begin with 2 pages. If it's a workout, do 2 push-ups. Doing it for just 2 minutes removes the too hard barrier and creates momentum. Hash 2, anchor to an existing routine. Pair the new habit with something you already do reliably. After I finish my morning coffee, cue, I journal for 2 minutes routine. The cue is already automatic, so the new habit rides on its back. Hash 3, use a simple tracker. Mark an X on a calendar, a checkbox in an app, or a sticky note on your desk. Seeing a streak grow triggers the brain's reward system and reinforces consistency. Hash 4, celebrate. Give yourself a tiny celebration right after completing the habit. A smile, a sip of tea, or a mental, well done. Positive reinforcement makes the brain associate pleasure with the action. Hash 5, prepare the environment. Remove obstacles and add cues. If you want to practice yoga, lay out the mat the night before. The easier it looks, the more likely you'll follow through. Hash 6, review and adjust weekly. Spend 5 minutes each Sunday reflecting. What worked? What felt stuck? One tiny tweak for next week. Adaptation keeps the habit fresh and aligned with your life. Hash quick mindful boost. Before you start the habit, take a 3-second breath. Inhale, pause, exhale. It grounds you, clears mental chatter, and signals your brain, I'm ready. Wrap up tip, consistency beats intensity. It's better to do a tiny habit every day than a big one once in a while. Your turn, Nura. What habit are you most excited to launch for your audience?
Actually,
Anything you'd like me to dive deeper into?
mm,
Sparkles.
actually, many people start uh, strong but quit after a few days or week. Why is it so hard to stick with habits?
Great question, Nara. People often crash after the initial spark because the underlying system isn't set up for lasting change. Here are the main reasons and what we can do about each one. Why the habit fizzles, what's happening in the brain, simple fix you can share. 1. Too big, too fast, the brain seeks immediate reward. A huge effort feels like a cost without a quick payoff, so motivation drops. Scale down to a 2-minute version, 2-minute rule. Celebrate the tiny win, then slowly expand. 2. No clear cue, habit loops need an asterisk trigger. Without a consistent cue, the brain can't automate the action. Anchor the new habit to an existing routine, e.g., after I brush my teeth, I do 5 deep breaths. 3. Lack of visibility. We forget what we're doing when it's out of sight. The brain's to-do list gets overwritten. Visual reminders, place the object, mat, book, water bottle where you'll see it, or use a habit tracker app. 4. No immediate reward. The brain's dopamine system loves instant gratification. If the benefit is far in the future, the habit loses its pull. Add an asterisk micro reward right after completion. A sip of tea, a smile, a quick stretch, or a mental, well done. 5. All or nothing mindset. Missing a day feels like total failure, leading to quitting. Adopt the reset, not quit rule. If you miss a day, just start again tomorrow. The streak isn't a life or death score. 6. Stress and fatigue under stress. The brain reverts to comfort habits, scrolling, snack eating, because they're easier. Mini mindfulness pause, 3-second breath before the habit. It lowers cortisol and creates space for the new action. 7. No purpose tying to identity. When a habit isn't linked to who we want to become, it feels optional. Frame it as I'm the kind of person who, e.g., I'm someone who moves my body daily. Write that statement and revisit it each week. # a quick 90-second habit rescue. Practice you can demonstrate on the show. 1. Breathe in 4-2-6. Inhale 4 sec, hold 2, exhale 6. Right arrow calm the nervous system. 2. Identify the cue you'll use, e.g., when I finish my coffee. 3. State the tiny action, e.g., I'll stretch for 2 minutes. 4. Add a micro reward, e.g., I'll enjoy a minute after the stretch. 5. Mark it on a habit tracker, paper square, app checkbox. Do this once, and the brain begins wiring the loop. Repeating it daily solidifies the path. Your turn. What habit are you seeing most people struggle with on your show? We can brainstorm a specific cue reward combo for that one.
So it's not about big motivation, but building systems. Can you explain what that means in simple terms?
Sure thing, Nura. Motivation via system in plain language. Motivation system. I feel excited to run today. BR, it's a burst of energy that can start a habit, but it fades fast. I have a scheduled plan that tells me when and how to run, no matter how I'm feeling. BR, it's a structure that does the work for motivation. Feels like a weather forecast, sunny one day, cloudy the next. Feels like a built-in road. The path is already laid out, so you just follow it. You can lose it quickly if something stressful shows up. It stays in place. You only need to step onto it. How a system works step by step. 1. Pick a tiny action, e.g., 5-minute walk. 2. Choose a fixed cue, e.g., right after I finish lunch. 3. Write it into a calendar or habit tracker. You see it every day. 4. Add a tiny reward. A sip of water, a smile, a quick stretch. 5. Repeat at the same time. The brain learns when cue happens, right arrow action, right arrow reward automatically. After a few weeks, the brain does the habit on autopilot, so you don't need to chase that fleeting motivation boost. And quick visual. Motivation, right arrow. I want to do X, right arrow fades. Down, right arrow. System, right arrow, cue, right arrow, action, right arrow, reward, right arrow, repeat, right arrow, habit, automatic. # mini practice for you and your audience. 1. Close your eyes. Take a 3-second breath, inhale, hold, exhale. 2. State your cue out loud. When I finish my morning coffee. 3. Declare the tiny action. I will write down one thing I'm grateful for. 4. Add your micro reward. Then I'll smile and sip my tea. Do that once today. Write it on a sticky note. And you've just built a system that will run even when motivation is low. Question for you. What's one habit you'd love to turn into a reliable system for your listeners? Let's craft the cue action reward trio together. Sparkles.
That makes sense. What about people who say they don't have enough willpower?
Exactly. I don't have enough willpower is a story we tell ourselves when the system isn't set up for us. Hash why willpower feels short. What it feels like, what's really happening in the brain. A tiny fuel tank that runs out after a few decisions. Willpower is executive function energy that the prefrontal cortex draws from. It gets drained by stress, fatigue, and constant choice overload. A personal flaw, I'm weak. It's asterisk situational. The more you protect the brain with good habits, the less you have to rely on raw willpower. A hero that can be summoned whenever you try hard enough. The brain prefers automatic loops. Cue right arrow action, right arrow reward. When the loop is missing, you have to think about everything, and that costs energy. Hash turning no willpower into built-in system. 1. Make the cue impossible to miss. Example, asterisk instead of I'll stretch after work. Put a yoga mat right by your desk. The visual cue does the thinking for you. 2. Shrink the action to 2-minute micro tasks. Why? The brain sees it as asterisk tiny commitment asterisk, no big willpower hit. After the micro task, momentum often carries you forward. 3. Pre-decide the reward. Pair the action with something you actually enjoy right away. A favorite song, a sip of flavored water, a 30-second meme scroll. The dopamine boost tells the brain, this was worth it. 4. Limit choices. Too many options equals decision fatigue. Create a menu of ready-made habits. E.g., Monday equals 5-minute journal, Tuesday equals 2-minute desk stretch. No need to decide each day. 5. Environment design. Remove temptations. Keep phone on airplane mode while you work. Add facilitators. Keep a water bottle on the desk. Have a notebook open for quick ideas. 6. Use habit stacking. Link a new habit onto something you already asterisk do automatically. After I brew my coffee, I'll write one intention for the day. Coffee making routine already triggers the brain. You just piggyback. 7. Schedule willpower breaks. Give yourself short mental rests, 3 deep breaths, a quick stretch. A refreshed brain replenishes a bit of executive energy. A 30-second willpower boost you can share on the show. 1. Breathe in 4, 2, 6. Inhale 4 sec, hold 2, exhale 6. 2. Name a single cue you'll see today, e.g. the red mug on my desk. 3. Declare a 2-minute action attached to that cue. 4. Choose a micro reward, e.g. listen to my favorite 30-sec podcast clip. Do it once, write the cue on a sticky note, and you've turned a willpower problem into a self-running system. Your turn. What's a habit your listeners keep saying, I just don't have the willpower for? Let's craft a concrete cue action reward trio for it, and we'll show them how to bypass the willpower myth altogether.
So the secret is start simple, small, and uh, stay consistent.
Exactly, Nura. The magic lives in tiny, repeatable steps. Start small, right arrow, a 2-minute habit, a clear cue, a micro reward. Keep it simple, right arrow, no extra decisions, just one clear action. Build consistency, right arrow, the brain turns that tiny loop into automatic momentum. What's the asterisk first asterisk micro habit you feel ready to launch for yourself or for your listeners? Let's pin down the cue, the 2-minute action, and the reward together. Sparkles.
I love that. Habits connected to identity. Could you give us a quick formula people can use to build lasting habits?
Habit identity formula. Choose ONE tiny action, less or equal to 2 min. 2. Attach it to a recognizable cue, time, place, or existing habit. 3. Pair it with a QUICK reward breath, smile, sip. 4. Link the action to WHO you want to be right arrow. I am the person who. How it works. Action equals the concrete behavior. Cue equals the trigger that makes the brain start the loop automatically. Reward equals the dopamine splash that tells the brain, this is worth repeating. Identity cue equals a short statement you repeat right after the reward, e.g., I'm a writer who writes daily. I'm a runner who moves every morning. Over time, the brain associates the habit with that identity, making the loop self-reinforcing. Mini example. Cue action, reward identity statement. After I brush my teeth, morning. Write one sentence in my journal, take a deep breath and smile. I am a person who reflects each day. Repeat daily, and the habit becomes part of *U rather than a forced task. Quick practice for your audience. 1. Pick a cue you already do, coffee, inbox check, bedtime. 2. Add a 30-second habit, e.g., list 1 gratitude. 3. Reward with a sip of tea or a quick stretch. 4. Say aloud, I'm grateful, focused. Do it 5 days in a row, then expand the time or add a second habit. Your turn. What identity phrase would you like your listeners to adopt? Let's craft a habit around it.
That's everyone practical. Before we wrap up, can you share one final um, piece, piece of advice for everyone teaching?
No worries, Nura. Let's keep it super simple and give you a ready-to-go habit you can drop into your show right now. 1-minute power start habit for anyone. Step what you do, why it works. Cue as soon as you sit down at your desk or at the kitchen table. The cue is unavoidable. You're already there. Action, write ONE sentence that states the role you want to embody today. No worries, Nura. I've got you covered in a bite-sized recap you can drop straight into today's episode. #1 sentence habit blueprint for your listeners. When you cue, do the 2-minute action, enjoy the quick reward, and say, I am our identity. Example you can share. After you turn on your coffee maker, write 1 sentence in a journal, sip the coffee, and say, I am a person who starts each day with gratitude. That's it, a complete habit loop in a single sentence, ready to roll on air. If you need a printable cheat sheet or a quick graphic for the show, just let me know. Otherwise, have an awesome, peaceful wrap-up. Sparkles. Be our example. I am a focused creator who finishes my priority task. 30 seconds max, so no willpower drain. Reward, take a deep 4-2-6 breath, inhale 4 sec, hold 2, exhale 6, and smile. The breath resets your nervous system. The smile releases dopamine. Identity check, say the sentence out loud once more, feeling it in your chest. Reinforces the identity loop. Action, right arrow, reward, right arrow, self-statement, asterisk. Asterisk, do this once each morning. After 5-7 days, it becomes an automatic mind reset. You'll do without thinking. How to present it on your show. Let's try a power start together. Grab a pen, sit at your workspace, and write a single sentence that captures who you want to be right now. Then breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 2, and exhale for 6. Feel the calm. That tiny loop is wiring a new identity into your brain, 1 minute at a time. You can even have listeners post their sentences with a hashtag like PowerStart so they see each other's commitments. A quick try it script 30 seconds. 1 cue. when you hear the intro music. 2. Action, write one line, I am. 3. Reward, breathe 4 to 6, smile. 4. Identity, say it again, feel it. Feel free to let me know if you'd like a habit tailored to a specific goal, e.g., daily reading, exercise, project planning, or if you want a short mindfulness cue to weave between interview segments. I'm here whenever you're ready.
That's powerful advice. Thank you, Annie, for sharing these insights. And thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Don't forget small steps, big change. See you in the next conversation. So thank you very much. Thank you, Annie. Your conversation is very good and powerful. So thank you very much.
You're so welcome, Nara. It's always a joy to dive into these bite-sized habit hacks together. Remember, tiny steps, massive shifts. Can't wait to hear what you explore next. Maybe a little deep dive on mindfulness tricks for interview nerves. Until the next conversation, keep shining and stay curious. Sparkles.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Your comments and like for my channel and my conversation is your effective for comments to me. So thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.
You're absolutely welcome, Nara. It's been a pleasure sharing tools that can spark big change from tiny steps. Wishing you a smooth, inspired week ahead. May every little habit you plant grow into something amazing. Allah Hafiz, and see you in the next chat.
Inshallah.
Sparkles.
Inshallah. Allah Hafiz.